Cougars.
We are live and televised from Cougar Broadcast Central. Today is Tuesday, April the 17th, 2001. It's a gold day and it's a wonderful day to be a Cougar. I'm Shavetta Harding.
And I'm Kenyatta Bozeman.
Welcome back, Cougars, and we hope you all had a terrific and long weekend.
The big news on today's Cougar Cast shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. It's our school's huge protest of the superintendent's decision to close Colonel White.
Thursday was a busy day at C-Dub, starting with the human chain, and then on to the march downtown, and of course the community meeting itself, which lasted 3 hours. Check out the clips of that busy day.
Family, and they kept me in school. And because of their support, I'm a National Merit Scholar, a National Scholarship. NASA has taken my back. They're going to lead me all the way through school, grad school, everything, because Colonel White stood up for me when it was important. Programs like grad help me take care of my son and stay in school, and I'm the only one I know of in the district that's a National Achievement Scholar. And the district, the board, Dr. McGill, no one has stepped up to say, we embrace you, you're a success. If you always look at the failures, that's all you ever going to have. lot of support, guidance, and the teachers help you personally, academically, in any way they can.
Because, I mean, you've heard so far the input of people who are in the system, who are giving all their devotion, whatever, their strength, their heart to this system, to their school. I'm going to give you the input of somebody who's not part of this system. Because you may not know it, you may not see it, but I'm German. I'm not American. I'm here for 1 year. I've arrived here August last year, and regarding the input, I would like to say, I do verily believe that you've heard it, but I do also doubt that you actually listen to it, man.
Night Beat begins now.
You're watching. Many made declarations instead.
They told Dayton Superintendent Jerry McGill how they feel about the board's plan to close more than a dozen Dayton schools. News Center 7's Paul Hertner is live at Patterson with details. Paul?
It was a packed house here tonight, Donna, somewhere in the neighborhood of 350 or maybe 400 people in this overflow of a room. Jerry McGill laid out her presentation over the course of about an hour or so, then turned it over to the crowd for their thoughts. Young and old approached the mic and gave her quite an earful at times. Hundreds of Colonel White students, teachers, and supporters marched down Salem Avenue from their school, joining those from Cleveland Elementary and Kaiser Middle School at the Patterson Career Academy.
But what we have to learn how to do is take the long view.
It was standing and sitting room only as Dayton Superintendent Jerry McGill laid out the reasons why she's recommending closing more than a dozen schools over 3 years, a position she no doubt expected the crowd to challenge.
You can sit there and say so many words in such a long time, and they're just going to sit there and nod their head. They want something to happen, not just words.
All of the school board members were on hand, taking in and in some cases writing down what they were hearing from the crowd.
It's tough. It's very tough. It's very emotional. It's not easy, but we have to do something. We just do not have the students that we had at one time.
In fact, there are a lot fewer students in the district. There are also fewer teachers. There are fewer buildings in use. However, paradoxically, there are actually more staffers and central administrators in the Dayton Public Schools. Boyd concedes that's an issue for him to contend with as well. Reporting live downtown, Paul Hertner, News Center.
Proposal, parents, students, and faculty of schools slated to close have been speaking out against it. Colonel White students and parents did the same thing before marching to tonight's community meeting.
I don't think, Dr. McGill, that any of us came in here not recognizing a need for change. I think our concerns are on other things.
Protesters spoke their mind tonight, hoping to change the district's proposal. Dr. McGill is not saying whether she'll change the plan she's brought to the school board for approval. Board members are not saying where they stand on this issue just yet, but they do say they're listening.
It's good.
Thanks goes out to all those students, staff, and supporters. But Cougars, it can't just end with marches, letters, and protests. Remember, the superintendent said that her decision is based on such things as attendance, graduation rates, proficiency test scores. If we don't get our attendance rates and those test scores up, no number of marches will save our school.
That's right, Cougars. Be here on time every day and go to your classes so you will pass, and our failure rates will come down. Remember, this as the weather warms up and you're tempted to come down with spring fever or senioritis.
Cougars, congratulations goes out to Mr. Graham's students who made artwork in the classroom as part of a unit on the Holocaust. The art is on display at Sinclair now through Thursday for the Jewish Community Annual Holocaust Remembrance Program.
Staff and students, don't forget about the Planned Arts Festival here at CDUB on May 3rd. That's just around the corner, so make your plans now. The event will take place outdoors from 5 to 8 p.m. with poetry readings, music, food, and educational booths. If you want your arts area to be represented or have a booth of your academic area, please see Mrs. Jordan or Mrs. Burrows soon.
Today in sports news, we have baseball and softball at Meadowdale. It's 2-for-1 showdown. So get on out there and support both of our teams.
In yearbook news, students, if you put down a $25 deposit earlier this year for your yearbook, your balance will only be $15 due by April 30th. This will be an awesome book and well worth the price. For those who didn't order early, there will be a small number left, but they will cost $40. The 2000-2001 yearbook will be out in May, in time for a yearbook signing party. Don't miss out. See Mrs. Allen in room 208 today.
The new art exhibit has opened in our art gallery. Photographer Mary Ward made portraits from old as she explored aging and mortality. Also, there's a accompanying portrait of C-Dub photographers. Check it out in the gallery, open from 10:30 to 1 p.m. every day.
And that's our news for Tuesday, April 17, 2001. I'm Kenyatta Bozeman.
And I'm Shavata Harding. And remember, Cougars, don't let anyone tell you that Colonel White is not the best school in the city, because it is.
At Colonel White, we do it right. Have a Cougarific day.
У компьютеров персональный спутник.